What is up guys, it's your boy Solam here, back with another classic WoW video, and oh boy do we have something absolutely juicy to talk about today. Today we have some leaks regarding the release dates of fresh vanilla WoW, and also talking about hardcore in the same leak. Now grab yourself some popcorn and get ready for today's game show. Is it real or is it fake? Well, here we go. This is a screenshot I was sent on Discord by someone in my Discord server, claiming that this was a leak that was popping up on MMO Champion last night, and I'm here to dissect the entire leak, talk about my point of view on whether or not this is real or this is fake. As of right now, I have done some research on MMO Champion. I have tried to find the actual post, it is not there, and when I try to find the actual username that is being used here, I can also not find the username. That being said though, let's talk about the leak itself. I'm gonna show you the entire thing, take a look at the text, and also there's an image attached to the link as well. So here we go. Classic WoW 2023 includes Classic WoW Fresh Start servers releasing May 29th as a global release, and so far this one would make sense. It's a North American company, right, and based on these global release times, it is dropping on the 29th of May in North America, but it would basically be dropping on Tuesday or the midnight to Tuesday in EU, basically Monday or the May 29th, right? And the second point, Classic WoW Fresh Start servers will feature 3 PvP servers, 1 normal server, 1 RP server, 1 RP PvP server, and 1 hardcore server for each region. Now this one, 3 PvP servers makes sense, 1 normal server also kinda makes sense. If you go over to Season of Mastery, I do believe we had 2 PvE servers, or well, normal servers as they're called, and only really one of them survived. You had King's Fall, and even in that case you definitely see PvP servers have a lot more happening on them, but in this case, if we're getting a hardcore server, as it states right here, then I personally think 1 normal server and 1 RP server is definitely enough, and you definitely need to have more PvP servers because you just know everyone will be flocking over there at some point. But here's the thing, 1 RP and 1 RP PvP server, I don't know if we had that for Season of Mastery, or if we had that for Classic WoW. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. I basically never played on any RP PvP servers anyway, but there we go. That's what the leak says. So in total, this would be 4 servers. Feels like they're kind of splitting the community a little bit on that one, so based on that, I'm not too sure. But at the same time, we need to have PvP servers, we need to have normal servers, we have to have at least 1 RP server, and I'm guessing people want 1 RP PvP server as well, and if we're getting hardcore, we need one of those. So in this case, we're getting a lot of different types of servers for each region. Now these servers, and this is where this one gets interesting, these servers will roll out in 5 phases. Phase 1, Onyxia, Molten Core, and the Honor System. So having the Honor System in Phase 1, that would definitely be interesting. Like, if you played Classic WoW, the OG one in 2019, you remember Phase 2 was an absolute bloodbath. Imagine if we have the Honor System available in Phase 1 when we're leveling. I don't really know what that would look like, but based on this, we have Phase 1 having Onyxia and Molten Core, the same as back in the day, but also having Honor System. Now Phase 2 would be Blackwing Lair and World Bosses, so it looks like what they're trying to do here is minimize the time between Molten Core and Blackwing Lair, basically splitting up Phase 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3 from Classic WoW into just 2 phases, which I guess would make sense. I don't really know why, but I guess it makes sense, and having the Honor System in there from the start kind of incentivizes World PvP, especially on PvP servers from the start as well. Now in this case, I'm hoping they kind of gatekeep the rank 14, the rank 12 bosses, it's rank 14, the PvP gear, right? Because if you can get that in Phase 1, then that gear will significantly outgear Molten Core and Onyxia, but we saw this happen on Season of Mastery, for example. So, Phase 3, Sul'Gurub and Arthur Basin, Phase 4, Anchorage, and Phase 5, Naxxramas. So the only real difference here is that Phase 1, 2, and 3 have basically been compromised into Phase 1 and Phase 2. I guess like I said, it would make sense as long as they do something against the honor grind, because if we can get the best gear from PvP at the start, everyone is just going to be camping Alterac Valley 24/7. So now let's get into the real meat and bones of the video and the game show itself. Is it real or is it fake? I'm guessing most of you guys have made up your opinions so far, so let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking. Now basically, personally, I'm always assuming that all leaks are fake, because I don't really see why anyone from Blizzard would tell us anything on a third-party website rather than just telling it to us in the form of a blue post, either on Blizzard's forums or making an actual post about it. And we haven't heard anything about Classic WoW Fresh Start pretty much anywhere. Now that being said, some leaks in the past have been real, so I'm not totally writing it off, but there are a couple of things here worth noting. Number 1, I could not find this post whatsoever. Number 2, I couldn't even find the user that made the post. And if you go to the global release times, that picture that was attached right there looks very much like the exact same one from the Classic WoW release in 2019. So someone could literally just have grabbed that image, done some slight photoshopping or something to put on some extra text or whatever, and basically use the same photo, because if I remember correctly, and based on the research I did, those are the exact same time zones that Classic WoW actually came out in 2019. The only things that have changed here are the actual time zones, not the time zones, the dates. So instead of launching in 2019, they are now launching in 2023, and that is basically the only difference on the image. That being said though, the fact that there is an image attached to this post gives it one kind of credibility for me, but yeah, it looks very much like it could be fake. I guess the information could be somewhat real, I don't really know. I have no idea what they're expecting or what they're looking to do behind the scenes. We haven't really heard anything so far. But once again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is the leak real or is it fake? Personally, I think it is fake. It could be real, the information in the leak could be real. The times could actually be real as well. I've heard quite a few rumors about May this year, about us getting some kind of news for Classic in May. Now once again, those are just rumors, I can't confirm anything, it's just stuff I've heard throughout the internet. Now hey, I'm just gonna be the first one to say this. The fact that we have been seeing Classic Era pop off this much recently, and we haven't seen really any fake leaks until now, is actually quite surprising to me. So the fact that this one popped up actually doesn't surprise me whatsoever. If anything, it was about damn time that we actually get some leaks on the internet for this. And I guess we'll just have to wait and see, right? Wait and see if the dates are correct and if the faces are correct, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm kinda shocked we haven't seen more fake leaks, to be honest. Like, there's some absolute crazy ones out there. If you remember, before the Fresh Wrath service came out, and the actual Wrath leak as well, that happened, there's some crazy fanfiction going on out there. So either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If anything, we got a fun video out of it, and we'll see if it turns out to be real or fake. If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like down below, leave a sub on the channel for even more Classic WoW videos. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.